News, new important information, new report that is suggesting that former Navy SEAL member Tony he threw a tantrum at Meghan Markle after she refused to stand in line during this encounter. If you remember, I actually made a video and I played the whole video, and showed you guys how this whole thing played out. So again, this individual Tony right here, he was very very upset, and basically he looks like after the event, he was very very upset with Meghan Markle in regards to what she did with all of these things. These are absolute disaster. Now there is another report. I'm going to be sharing this one in a second, but this is what I see from the report. Former Navy SEAL Tony threw tantrum as Meghan refuses to stand in line. She pulled Harry and stood before us. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped out to inaugurate a new veteran center in downtown San Diego. Now, I will be sharing with you the rest of the news in a second, and let you know in details what happened with Tony, because there are more details coming and I will be sharing each of them with you. But before I do that, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. If you're one of them, consider subscribing because you do not want to miss out on all of these updates. I'm going to be actually sharing a different story that you have just seen on the screen before I share with you what happened with Tony and Meghan Markle. Let's take a listen at this report.
I was with the Wales polo team over the weekend. King Charles is their patron, and there were a lot of people that were watching the polo match that were connected to the royal family and had friendships within the royal family. And they told me that there was no reconciliation on the horizon, that there was
no reconciliation in the horizon, and this is in regards to the birthday snub, the invite that Harry and Meghan snubbed, and they said we're not coming over. But when they were asked what really happened, Meghan and Harry, with all their lies, they said that they were not invited. So Kinsey Schofield, she is basically laying out the future of this people's relationship, and it is not looking absolutely good at all. I want to share with you now this report that I was reading, but before I do that, actually I want to share something else. Apology. So this is the report that I want to share with you. Prince William's future plan for Princess Eugenie Beatrice laid bare amid reports of new royal roles. This is not going to happen. For Beatrice and Eugenie, this cannot happen. This is almost now impossible, simply because of what is happening between Meghan and Harry and the monarchy. Because look, they need to fix the problem from, bottom up. Like, they cannot just go and pick and choose which problem they should fix, because these are all interrelated. What I mean by that, let me explain. If the Meghan Harry issue is not resolved, and this is not going to be possible, because Harry is asking Prince William and his father to apologize to Meghan, his wife, and obviously Prince William will never, and King Charles will never apologize to Meghan Markle. So that is a pretty much done deal. Therefore, there will be no reconciliation between Meghan, Harry, and the monarchy. If you do not solve this problem, because Eugenie, especially Eugenie, not so much about Beatrice, she is very much befriended with Meghan Markle. She is the best friend, BFF, right? That kind of relationship she has with Meghan Markle. Obviously, she is not going to be approached by Prince William until she will publicly come out and say that we truly care for the monarchy and not for Meghan and Harry, and that we are not in touch with them, or that we have cut ties with them. Until that happens, obviously, Prince William is not going to give them any responsibility. That is guaranteed without a shadow of a doubt. So let's go back to our main story and see what happened with the Navy SEAL and how this whole thing unfolded. I'm going to be sharing this with you guys. So San Diego, after they confirmed Miss Meghan Harry, they had no contact from the king about his upcoming birthday. The couple visited the United States Navy SEALs in San Diego for the official opening of a new training facility known as the West Coast Warrior Fitness Program. During the trip, Meghan and Harry met with veterans, servicemen and women. The loved ones. Meghan waved at the small crowd who had gathered to watch the grand opening before she and Harry entered the new building for a tour. They did not stop to speak to their fans outside the hall. Markle looked artificial in a sleek, tailored black suit and was all smiles as she joined officials for the cutting of the ribbon. After the ribbon button, she gestured to the crowd and was asking the scissor woman if they were coming in line. She wanted a little entourage to follow her inside. However, appeared far more subdued than his wife, at times appearing as if frowning while listening to official speeches as the couple were thanked for their support. Harry gave a cut, thank you, as Meghan beamed. Harry gave a cut, I don't know what that means from that report. But then Meghan beamed. There was a video showing an awkward moment when Meghan Markle, Harry's Prince Harry, Meghan spots Harry having a moment and talking with a person who is not her. No one at the event wants to interact with her, means Meghan Markle. So let's go down at this one. So who was giving a speech? Meghan refused. So this person, his name is Shah Avro Piper. Looks like that's the real name or the whole name of the Navy SEAL individual who was there. Tony Navy Vice Admiral Shah Avro Piper. So probably that's the name. Who was giving a speech. Meghan refused to stand in line like everyone else. That made former Navy SEAL Tony Dynasty, who also stood in line, got furious. She intentionally stood in front of everyone. She got no class. It's almost like she's so excited to be sharing herself. And she did not only ignore Harry, but also that individual, Tony, who was there. So this report is suggesting after that incident, after the speech, he was fuming at Meghan Markle. And so Meghan Markle, this was for her a big embarrassment. But she's so used to it with all of this. Now let's take a look at this another report. So that's done with. Okay, now we'll be moving on to this report now. King Charles and Queen Camilla had enough, quote unquote, of success and not going to put up with it. Okay, so the King and Queen have suffered a significant moment in the declining relationship between them and the Sussexes. Okay, so King Charles and Camilla extended an olive branch brand to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle by inviting them to the monarch's 75th birthday celebration, an invitation which was reportedly rebuffed. But the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's spokesperson has said the royal was not invited, according to US Weekly. Again, this is all PR for Meghan and Harry. They're just trying to show the whole world how bad the monarchy is. They invite everybody but Harry and Meghan. Obviously, the implied meaning of that would be Meghan is accusing the monarchy of racism because of my color, because of my skin color. Look, they're not talking to me. They're not embracing me. They're inviting all the other family friends who are not people of color. But because I'm a people of color, color, skin color, I'm not invited. This is how Meghan is trying to create this narrative that the monarchy is absolutely racist. But we know who is the racist person, Meghan herself. This is going to be a huge problem. Now, when we talk about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, how manipulative they are, it is beyond anybody's imagination. Kinsey Schofield, when she was talking about the birthday snub, when she was talking about Meghan Harry visiting this facility in San Diego for the Navy SEAL, she mentioned something very, very interesting. And she said basically that Meghan Harry, because Samantha Markle court case is going to be taking place soon, she and Harry, they want to divert our attention to this kind of San Diego event. I'm now suspicious, very, very suspicious, whether they were actually invited or they invited themselves, because these people are grifters and they have connections. Meghan does have connection. So I'm not sure if they were invited or they just showed up and voila, we're here. You gonna cut the ribbon? Okay, no problem. We'll just wait and watch and see what you do. You don't have to give me the mic. And all of those things that Megan is so used to doing. But obviously, nothing is going to work for them, because at the end of the day, everybody now can see these two grifters, what they're doing, what they're up to, and their purpose, and the reason for their existence. Everybody can see it. Derek, Little Lady, Karina, Casey, Cat, Beth, thank you, Beth, for your support for the channel. Emily, Gloria, Casey, Cat. Guys, if you want to get membership, you can subscribe and also get membership for the channel and support our channel. I'll see you in the next one.